Actress Garcelle Beauvais, if I'm saying her name the right way, her last name for sure, she's been around for a very long time. You know, I remember her on the Jamie Foxx show and many other movies, and I know she's done modeling. Well, she recently was on Good Morning America talking about she spent, fellas, $6,000 on a dating app. Let's check that out.
You know, and speaking of dating, I heard you had a little interesting episode with a dating app. Tell us about that.
Oh my God, I signed up for this app and I thought you had to pay for it, and it was a lot of money per week, and I was like, I don't feel right having to pay to meet a man. So I get off the app, and months later I'm on my phone and I hadn't deleted it. And $6,000 later.
No.
Yes. And I didn't meet a soul, by the way. It was awful.
No.
I mean, it was just disastrous. So make sure you get off the app. Not one day out, because I didn't feel right. So the minute I signed up, I was like, I don't want to do this. And then $6,000 later. Okay, that's a lot of money.
That's a heck of a date.
No date.
So as you heard, she signed up for the app. They had to pay per week. Per week? What kind of app you on? And then she forgot about it, and $6,000 is gone to the app, and you didn't find out till later. You don't look at your credit card statement and look at like, well, wait a minute, what? You know what I'm saying? Because listen, anything that's swiped on any of my credit cards, I get a notification. That way I can say, oh, okay, it's this or that. You know, I believe in checking my accounts every day. Like, oh no. But my thing is this: why are you on a dating app? Now, if you go back, you know, in her prime, a lot of men was very interested in her prime for sure. I know she's not in her prime now, but definitely back then. See, this is why I always tell women, secure your man in your prime. At that age right there, she's supposed to be having her husband of 20 years, 25 years at that point. You know what I'm saying? Not to be out there looking for no man at that age, because let's call it what it is. All that dating and all that mess, that's a young woman's game. Because women even admit after 40, not to say they can't get a man, but it's not the same as it was when they was in their early 30s or late 20s or mid 20s, or it's not the same. Women admit that. So secure your man in your prime. Go ahead on and say, you know what? I am ready to get out these streets. I'm 25 now. I am here for that good job having a man that'll love me and want to make a wife. I am cool. The problem I've always seen in the black community, the most horrible advice that we give as a community to our young women is, you got time, you young. No, you don't. No, you don't have time. I always say this because this is just my opinion. If you're a young woman, get married in your 20s, have all your children in your 20s, have them all, whatever many you want. By the time you get to 30, matter of fact, whatever how many kids you want, when you get married, okay, you got your number, go ahead on and close the factory because you don't want no more, right? Okay, you good? Close the factory, and then you can raise your kids in your 30s. By the time you get in your early 40s or whatever, they should be almost about good, either grown or about grown. And then now you in your 40s, you and your man could go do all the traveling you want to do or whatever. That's really the best route to go. But telling young women you got time, or you got time for that, get your career, get some money. Well, by the time you get to your career and getting some money, you may be 35. You don't have much time to have kids. And then think about it. Let's say you're 35. Let's say you actually get with a guy. Let's say it happens. How many kids you think you're going to have? And it's higher risk at that age versus when you were 25. You understand? See, men could go do all that. Hey, work hard, get your bag up, whatever. That's a man's strategy. That's not a woman's strategy. I'm not saying women can't get careers. I'm not saying women can't build a business. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to get out the game in your prime. You can't come when you are approaching that stage. You're approaching you're aging out, and then now you're talking about, well, you know, I won't. No. She had a higher probability to get that man when she was on the Jamie Foxx show at that stage. She should have went on ahead and got married and secured her man then. But $6,000 on a dating app, oof, why? Even as a man, I wouldn't.